Okay. Hello, good evening, everyone. All right. Um, for today, I will discuss about Punnett Square. I know that I have already given you your exams. However, a lot of students have been asking me to give more examples for them also to pattern the exams that I have given. And for today, we will discuss about Punnett Square on how we're going to cross monohybrid and dihybrid. Okay, so let's start with the idea of Punnett Square. Punnett Square actually is a tool wherein we could get the probability. Okay, so it is actually a tool to get the probability of what? Okay, of offspring. So dito we are going to cross individuals, or we are going to cross organisms, and we can predict the traits of their offspring. Right? So in studying Punnett Square, we need to have an idea on these words. We have your allele, we have your homozygous, and we also have your heterozygous. So what do we mean when we say allele? Allele actually is the genetic makeup. So when we say allele, that's what um, is that is the letter representation of your genes. Okay, so alleles can be written in letters. Okay, so it can be from A, B, C, D, and so on and so forth. All right. So when we say homozygous naman, it could be two capital letters or two small letters. Kasi kapag homozygous, that means both alleles are dominant or both alleles are recessive. For example, we have here okay, two capital letter B or two small letter b. So that's for your homozygous. And then when we say heterozygous, it's automatically understood that heterozygous are dominant. And homozygous recessive is the representation for recessive allele. Alright? So let's take allele. Okay, let's take this one. The dominant trait is red. Okay, this is the color of your skin. Okay, the color of the skin of a pea, for example. And then the recessive trait is yellow. Okay, so the rules say that we are going to follow, okay, in the allele, to make an allele or to represent an allele, we're going to follow the letter of the dominant trait. Okay, so the first letter of the dominant trait, which is red. So if we're going to follow the first letter of the dominant trait, then that should be R. Therefore, your dominant trait is capital letter R, and your recessive trait, okay, should we use yellow, Y, or R? Okay, so we should also use R, but that is in a small letter, okay, or in lowercase. Okay, so these are your um, important terms for you to study the monohybrid and the dihybrid. Okay, let's take this as an example. Okay, let's have your monohybrid cross. In your monohybrid cross, we are crossing two brown-eyed eagle. Okay, one brown-eyed eagle rather, and one green-eyed eagle. Okay, so have you seen an eagle that has brown eyes and green eyes? All right, so let's encircle the traits. So one is brown-eyed. Okay, sorry. One is brown-eyed. The other one is green-eyed. Okay, green-eyed. Okay, so dito, it is included that they are both homozygous. When we say homozygous, that means they both have the same trait. So it can be the same dominant trait or the same recessive trait. All right. So your dominant trait is, okay, your dominant trait is brown. Okay, it's brown. Then therefore, we are going to use the first letter of the dominant trait, that is B. So, ang isang trait mo, ang isang allele mo, it's capital letter B. The both them is in capital letter B. And then your allele is in small letter b. Okay? So if we're going to cross it in your monohybrid cross, take note that's in monohybrid cross. It should be B. Wait lang. So it should be in B. And then the other one is in B. In this one, then that one. Okay, so if we're going to cross this one in your monohybrid, it will be like this. So it seems like you're multiplying. So that's from B, and then another, you multiply that one, this one, and then that one. Okay? So if we're going to cross it, the product would look like this. Okay? The product would look like that. Okay? So, for you to identify also the phenotype, we need to identify the phenotype. Take note when we say phenotype, that is in physical traits. Okay, from the word phenotype. Okay, from the start, phenotype, that is in physical trait. And then we also have your genotype, then your ratio, and your probability. Alright? So let's first start with your phenotype. Your phenotype here, since all of them have the capital letter B, then therefore, you would say all are brown-eyed eagle. Okay, all are brown-eyed eagles. Okay, so your genotype would be, you write the genetic makeup o kaya the alleles, and then you write how many. Okay, so 4 B, and then small letter B. So your ratio, since that is 4 already, so it's equivalent to 1 whole, then therefore you need not to include the ratio. And then in your probability, you would just say 100%. Okay, o kaya you may say there is a 100% chance that all offspring all offsprings are brown-eyed. Okay, so you could just say that. Okay, so that's for your monohybrid cross. Okay, so now we will discuss the dihybrid cross. So the dihybrid cross, it's a different way on solving your Punnett square because it involves a lot of traits that is traits that are different from each other. So in short, the traits from the monohybrid cross is mixed, okay, with another trait. That's why it becomes your dihybrid. Okay, di means two. It means you're crossing two traits. Okay, so let's discuss this one. Okay, let's analyze the problem. We are crossing two. Okay, ibig sabihin dalawa. Spotted black-eyed cat. Okay, which are both heterozygous. Okay, the dominant traits are orange-eyed and plain. Okay, so mali tayo. Okay, so palitan natin tong black-eyed na this one should be the recessive. Okay, this one should be the recessive trait. Okay, yan. Okay, so we are crossing two spotted black-eyed cat, which are both heterozygous. So the recessive trait is, okay, the recessive traits are orange I'd and plain, okay, plain, plain, okay? So, if we're going to do it, if we're going to find the allele of this one, let's look for the allele first. If we're going to look for the allele of this one, okay, since that is spotted, okay, ibig sabihin the recessive. So, yung hindi na nakuha, that is already your dominant. So, ito yung mga dominant traits. These are the dominant traits. So, if we're going to put it in the rules, we are going to use S, okay, for your dominant, and then B, okay, for the other one. And then, both are heterozygous daw. So, another small letter S and then another small letter B. So, ang allele mo ay okay, big letter S, small letter S, big letter B, small letter B. So, that is heterozygous. Okay, both are heterozygous. So, using the FOIL method, we can easily say that, okay, you cross this one, so SB. Okay, we have SB, and then another SB. Okay, this one, we have SB, and then another, okay, and SB. If we're going to put it in your Punnet square, you will have S, B, S, B, S, B, S, B. Okay, so you're going to copy. Since since two spotted black-eyed cat. Okay, so yan. B, S, B. Okay. So kung isosolve natin ito, it will be S, S, B, B, S, S, B, B, S, S, B, B, S, S, B, B. Okay, again, S, S, B, B, S, S, B, B, S, S, B, B, S, S, B, B. Okay, next. S, S, B, B, S, S, B, B, S. Okay, sorry. Okay, so we have S, S, B, B, then another S, S, B, B. Okay, next. S, S, B, B, S, S, okay, then S, S, B, B, then S, S, B, B. Okay? So, that's for your offspring. Kung nakuha mo lahat to, ibig sabihin you are following the right track. Okay? Pero kung hindi naman, ibig sabihin may mali ka. So, you have to reflect kung saan part ka ba nagkamali. Kasi baka mamaya, hindi mo na makuha yung tamang sagot dun sa phenotype niya. Okay? So, mas madali daw kunin ang genotype muna para mas madaling kunin ang phenotype. And then, you can get the ratio. And after the ratio, okay, after your ratio, you can get your probability. Yan. So, genotype. Paano tayo kukuha ng genotype? Ibig sabihin, you just have to list down. You just have to list down every allele that is used in the Punnett square or that is presented in the Punnett square. So, we have your S, S, B, B. Then another, we have your, okay, again, S, S, B, B, S, S, B, B. Then Tanggalin muna natin yung ratio dyan. Okay, next. S, S, B, E. Okay. So, ano pa? We also have your S, S, B, B. And then your S, S, B, B. Okay, again. S, S. Oh, ano pa? You have your another S. Yun. You have your S, S, B, B. And then your S, S, B, B. Tapos, you have your S, S, B, B. Okay, so let's count. Dito muna tayo sa una. Ilan to? Isa lang. Ito lang siya. Tanggalin. Okay, 1. This one, 1, 2. Meron pa ba? Wala na. So, dalawa. You write 2. Next, ito, 1. Meron pa? 2. So, no more. Dalawa lang. Then, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. And then, 1, 1 lang. So, 1, 1, 2. Then, 1, 1, 2, 1. Okay. So, para makita mo kung tama yan, yung answer mo, you need to add this ones. Okay, yung numbers dun sa may genotype mo. So, if you're going to 1 plus 2, 3 plus 5, okay, plus 2, 5, plus 9, plus 4, 9, plus 1, 10, then plus 2, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, the total should be 16. Para makita mo or para tama talaga. Kasi 16 ang offsprings dito sa loob ng Punnett square mo. Okay? So, dito, let's identify kung ilan dito ang spotted black-eyed. Okay? So, this one is spotted, spotted, spotted black-eyed, spotted. Okay. So, spotted black-eye, lahat yan. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 9 spotted. Dito, ilalagay na natin sa may phenotype. You have your phenotype, which is 9 spotted black-eyed. Brown-eyed rather. 9 spotted brown-eyed. Okay, so you have 9 spotted brown-eyed. Now, let's try to look at the spotted orange-eyed. So, 1, 2, and then 2. Meron pa ba? Okay, wala na. So, that's 2. We have your spotted orange eye. So, 3, 1, and 2, that means that's equivalent to 3. So, pwede mo ilagay dito 3 spotted orange-eyed. Okay, and then the last, and not yet. Okay, may dalawa pa. So, ito, this is plain black, plain black. Okay, so, 3 plain black-eyed, and then 1 plain orange. Okay, this is orange. Orange-eyed. Okay, So, yan ang phenotype natin. Now, let's try to look at the ratio muna. So, ang ratio mo, it means, bibilangin mo lang to. 1, okay, 1 is to 2, is to 2, is to 4, is to 1, is to 2, is to 1, is to 2. So, kung bibilangin mo yan, lahat magiging 16 ang answer. Okay? So, your probability. What's the probability of getting 9 spotted brown eyes? Okay? So, kung kukunin mo yan, di ba, 9 divided by 16 times 100%. Okay? So, kung kukunin mo yan, that's 9 divided by 16 times 100, that is for total of 56%. Take note, you have to round it off. And then, the probability of getting spotted orange, 3 divided by 16 times 100, that is 19%. The same way with spotted orange, ay plain black-eyed. So, 3 divided by 16 times 100%, that is 19%. Okay, but in your exam, you have to write the conclusion. There's a 19% of getting the of probability that we will have an offspring of the spotted brown eye. Okay, so on and so forth. And then 1 divided, okay, the last one, 1 divided by 16 times 100%, that is okay, 1 divided by 16, that is 6%. Okay, for a total of 100%. Alright? So I hope that this video finds you healthy and it helps you with your problems on your exam. Okay, so if you have more problems, then please email me so that I can assist you. Right? So thank you everyone and goodbye.